welcome back to the cottage. I'm Joey, the Veiled Cottage Witch, and today we are venturing into another episode of my Celtic Tree Ogham series, and this is the last tree in the branch of introspection, and we are at Ruis Elder. And this is the letter R, the queen of herbs, the elder. I know I say this every time, you guys, but this is my favorite tree. I know you've heard it before, but let me just tell you, this is such the witch's tree. And you'll understand once we get into the lore of this tree. Now you'll notice I have some friends here. These are elder flowers and elder berries. I am an avid supporter of these two herbs. They are wonderful for cold and flu season, and I am venturing into using elderflower in my skincare and beauty line. So yeah, I love to make elderberry honey and elderberry cough syrup, and I'll be talking about those things as we get into it. So, as you've heard me say, this is the last tree in the branch of introspection. So, this tree is a member of the honeysuckle family, which surprised me when I read it, because it doesn't taste anything like honeysuckle. But it is a deciduous, broad-leaved shrub, and it's sometimes even a small tree. Now, its twisted, rugged shape, its arching branches, and gray-brown furrowed bark are distinctive, as it forms many hedges, particularly near water sources or in rich, moist soil. So I live in the desert, and we tried to grow an elder tree, and it died very quickly. And I was very sad, but we did try. Now, its pale, creamy blossoms also spring from a central stem into an almost umbrella formation of hundreds of tiny flowerets known as panicles, and which have distinctive heady smell about them, and its tiny dark purple berries form in masses on the same stems and are edible. And are they delicious? Absolutely. Now, elder has held a special place in the human mind for millennia. Its powers have been respected across Europe by the Norse, as well as the Celts and Saxons. Elder is a regenerative tree, meaning it recovers easily from damaged branches and brutal pruning. Its life-giving qualities and its association with Magick, the goddess, and female energies all have been feared and respected. So let's check out the elder in the oracle cards. Now, this is the Celtic Tree Oracle. So we can see the beautiful flowers, the leaves, and the elderberries. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. I love Sherilyn Hidalgo's attention to detail. Beautiful. And here we have our Green Man Oracle, Spirit of Nature. And there is no hunting down this face. We've got our eyes, nose, and mouth right there. Love it. We've got a waning moon, signifying the crone goddess, which we'll get into in a minute. And we've got our elderberries. I don't think we see any flowers on this one. Nope. But look at the background. We've got a little bit of Stonehenge back there, which is beautiful. So here is our elder. 5 slashes right there. Beautiful. And then mine that I made, not too bad. I don't think I did a bad job on this one. It's hard to make these, you guys. Yeah. I'm thinking about redoing it again and using a scorch pen, because a scorch pen is more precise. If you've never used a scorch pen to wood burn, dude, it is a game changer, total game changer. So, Elder is known to be the home of the Elder Mother, or Lady Elhorn. Check her out. She's awesome. Now, in folklore, especially in Britain and Scandinavia, she's known as the guardian and protectress of the elder and its surrounding area. Now, the Elder Mother is a form of genius loci, or spirit of place. And in Denmark, the Elder Mother is known as the Hildemor, the mother of the elves, and is said to live in the elder's roots. It was dangerous in Christian times to make cradles out of elder in case the Hildemor should try to take or torment the child, as the gods of the old ways became the demons of the new religion. Yeah, things get twisted. Yeah, it's sad, but it's true. Now, since pagan times, it has been held taboo to ever cut the wood of an elder unless granted the Elder Mother's express permission, lest you suffer her terrible wrath. And this is often accomplished by magical deals, offerings, careful and respectful communication, or by cunning such as the traditional folkloric prayer. Lady Elhorn, give me some of your wood, and I shall give you some of mine when it grows in the forest. I mean, that sounds like a fair deal, right? I mean, it's a little bit of trickery, obviously, but, you know, when I grow wood, I'll give you mine. So the elder tree is also sacred to the goddess Hecate, and the tree has its name due to its association with crone goddesses in general. The Cailleach in particular, the wise woman of winter. Here we see the goddess as wise old woman, keeper of the mysteries, midwife, and preparer of the dead. The Elder Mother's chastising and testing qualities are revealed. She is an initiator of souls from one realm to the next. And in many ways, the Elder Mother is the archetypal witch. See, I told you I would mention it. Feared for her magical power and sacred knowledge, but also desperately needed. In the fearful past, witches were said to be able to transform themselves into elder trees. And I can see that in this card right here, right? And that was a superstition that made the elder more feared and honored. But its reputation of bestowing magical abilities and making magical spirit connections has remained to the present day. This magical side is paralleled to the earthly lessons it presents, namely the duties of elders in the community, showing you where your obligations and commitments lie, and helping and teaching how to meet them responsibly. So the elder has a double meaning here. The elder crone and then the elder of the community. Now, tradition states that sleeping beneath the branches of the elder grants access to the other world, sometimes physically and sometimes through magically empowered dreams. It is also said that standing beneath an elder tree at midsummer grants the vision of the Sidhe as they ride on their quarterly migrations. Now, in times past, the elder mother spirit and her connection with the fairies was considered so powerful that sleeping beneath the tree could actually lead to being carried off by the fairies permanently, never to return. Now, I'm going to get a little out there. Just a minute. I read this book, and I don't remember. It was a fairy book, but I don't remember the author or the name of the book, and I'm sorry. But they talked about these abductions that were blamed on UFOs really being fairy abductions. And it really made me think. Technology of fairy could be equal to the technology of UFOs. Something to think about. Now, the elder's presence in invoking spirits of the other world reveals its assisting role in facing the internal shadow, dwelling in the other world within, the subconscious. Facing the shadow is a perennial task for heroes of all cultures, as well as an essential in spiritual training. In addition, confronting our shadow has a beneficial effect on healing on all levels. Once the shadow is faced, energy and potential are unleashed, bringing change upon the seeker psychologically, energetically, and by extension, physically and magically as well. You know, as above, so below, as within, so without, right? This is the metaphysical side of the elder's healing qualities and a gift from the ancestors. Ruis means red, facing our shadow and thus our failures and hurt, as well as our achievement, induces the blushing the elder invokes. Working to correct the problems and faults discovered also leads to anger and punishment and even rectification. Dealing with these difficulties is an essential part of the elder's lessons and gifts. Doing so not only results in our well-being, but also in our reputation and legacies to future generations when we join the ranks of the elders in turn. Powerful, powerful medicine. To become worthy of the term elder is not only about age, it is also about responsibility and the fulfillment of duties and responsibilities to our communities and loved ones. It is about acquiring the wisdom and insight to support and guide future generations. Becoming an elder includes sacrifice and restoration, working hard for the better benefit of others and betterment of others, and leaving a positive effect or contribution to the world, the family, or community. Nearly all of the parts of the elder have some beneficial or medicinal use, and the tree encourages us to be similarly useful to those around us, giving in balance or even more than we take from the world. That's heavy. That's heavy stuff. Now, it can be clearly seen that the elders' gifts revolve around ideas of transformation and regeneration, resulting from death, rebirth, and the changes that accompany this journey. In our lives are many deaths and rebirths. Lessons learned and repeated in new forms as life experiences lead to development and renewal. By sacrificing the past, new energy is released, benefiting from the nourishment produced from the healthy decay of things that have passed their time. This links it not only to the crone archetype, but with other phases of the women's and goddesses cycle, from maiden to mother to queen to crone in turn, as well as a man's journey from youth to wise man. Each develops as a result of the karma and patterns of growth the past has provided. Lots of psychology in there, lots of metaphysics in there, and I just think it's fascinating that the elder has so much packed in it. This is why it's my favorite tree. There's so much to it. From the tree itself to the berries, to the flowers, to the leaves, to the fact that it is our shadow side that we have to look into to get to the other side. It's just so powerful. Okay, enough psychology. Let's get to practical and medicinal, or practical and magical uses. Now, elder is very useful for spells of closure and banishing. Its dried and crushed leaves are a good addition to incense used at Samhain for clearing negativity, as well as at other threshold times, such as births and marriages, where its protective energies are needed. Elder is one of the best trees to use for working with the fairies and attracting other nature spirits. Elderflower water, which I am going to make into a cleanser. Especially when made with spring water or dew, can be charged in the light of the full moon and used for beauty spells and connecting to the goddess and the fairy queens. Use the water to wash your face, anoint your eyelids, or drink with a blessing. Isn't that lovely? Now, there are many techniques and spells involving the elder to increase clairvoyance or seership. One such involves anointing the eyes with elder sap or juice. This is, of course, only successful if suitable offerings have been given and the tree has granted permission. When I make this elderflower skin cleanser, I will leave an offering to my goddesses that I work with, especially the Morrigan. So I will definitely be making offerings when I use it, since I did not take it from the actual tree. So I'm going to try to even that out. Both the flowers and fruit make excellent jams, wines, and teas, and they have cosmetic applications as well. Okay, I must tell you a story. So the first wine I ever had was out of my parents' refrigerator, and it was elderberry wine, and it was so delicious. I snuck it, and I was so young. I think I was like 12 or 13. And I snuck it, and it was so delicious that I snuck it some more, and I snuck it some more. And I have no regrets. I was a cheap drunk, so I got a little loopy on it. And yeah, elderberry wine is delicious, you guys. I suggest that you try it because it is so delicious. All right. The berries were once used to add blush to lips and cheeks and as a shampoo to darken the hair. Elder is also useful for making natural dyes, black from the bark, green from the leaves, and blue from the flowers. The wood, with permission, can be used to make small objects like combs and wooden spoons. Here's some spoons, as well as whistles and pea shooters for children, as the stems can be hollowed out easily. Whistles, and here's a whistle. I think there's two of them. Fashioned from elder wood can also be used to attract fairies and air spirits. So that's cool. All right, spell work. Here we go, guys. I got a lot for you here. Use elderberries to add power to spells. If you are concerned about hexes or dark magic, hang elderflowers over your altar, but you could also grab the dried ones and put it in a sachet and hang that over your altar and call on the power of Lady Elder for protection. Elderflowers, these are the dried ones, obviously, can be used as an offering in ritual. Sprinkle flower water or flower essence to cleanse an area before ritual or magic work. As an alternative, burn dried elder leaves to cleanse the area. Associated with death and funerals, burying elderflowers with the deceased or strewing them on the grave aids a loved one's passage into the other world. I'm going to try that. Elderberries add potent energy to love charms and in spells to foster fidelity. For healing circles, place a handful of berries on your altar to support and boost your energy. The flower essence or a little elderberry juice can be used to consecrate candles. That's cool, right? Use crumbled dried berries in a sachet to enhance sleep and to encourage dreams. Place a picture of an elder tree or the Ogham Ruis on your altar during the winter time to celebrate the power of the Cailleach, the winter hag. All right, here's your linked concepts. These are your keywords for when to use the Ogham or the berries or flowers or leaves if you can get them with permission, with an offering. Be nice to the elder. She's a little cranky. So here's your linked concepts. Transformation, regeneration, death, rebirth, change, development, renewal, the other world and otherworldly spirits, judgment, and fate. So there's your keywords for when to use them in your magic. All right, correspondences. The elements are all four elements: air, earth, fire, and water. And funny enough, your zodiac is Libra. Just Libra. That's crazy to me. All right, your deities, the Cailleach, Hecate, the Morgan, the Dagda, Danu, Freya, Freyr, Gaia, Rhea, and Venus. Your colors are your lighter blues, pink, soft rose, and blood red. Your totems are the badger, the horse, the pheasant, the raven, and the rook. Your calendar, October 3rd to the 30th, the 13th lunation, October. Related species, I'm going to try, you guys. Adoxaceae, I guess. Cow parsley, cowbane, pignut, hemlock, pyracantha, red osier dogwood, rowan, and hawthorn. There's your substitutions. Okay, on to healing properties. Medicinally and in healing, the elder's berries are mildly laxative and a rich source of vitamin C. They were once used to cure syphilis, if you can believe it. They are mildly sedative, and a syrup made from the berries can be drunk to relieve bronchitis or flu. Now, shameless plug, I do sell elderberry cough syrup on my website. I'm going to leave a link in the description box. This stuff can cure a cold in 24 hours. So maybe even less. This stuff is amazing. It is pure magic. So if you're feeling even a little ick, keep this in your fridge, take a shot 3 times a day, knock it out. All right. An infusion of the flowers is a good facial cleanser. I'm going to make some. That can easily be drunk as a very pleasant tea that is helpful for bringing down fevers. The tea can help soothe colds and flu, soothe the pain of rheumatism, sciatica, and migraine. And it's a good blood purifier. It can relieve many common respiratory complaints like bronchitis. It can help cure diseases like measles and gout. How awesome is that? Inhaled, it will open sinuses, and used as a gargle, it will soothe laryngitis. It is also useful as a cleanser for conjunctivitis or pink eye. I had pink eye once. It was awful. Being mildly astringent and having a gentle cooling effect. Fresh leaves make good compresses for surface wounds. They are diuretic, expectorant, and purgative. They are mildly toxic and can cause nausea. Their juice has been used to relieve inflammation of the eyes and to clear a stuffy nose. The bark of the English elder is an especially strong purgative, which has been used anciently to evacuate and cleanse the stomach and system of poison. Now, that's going to be like Ipecac on steroids. So caution, please. Elder leaves and bark should not be used for self-medication. Just so you know. Fresh root of the American elder is poisonous and should not be used at all. At all. Now, as a vibrational essence, elder assists in dreams and the balance between the realms within and without. It can help those who are excessively earthy or excessively dreamy. It can be used to promote feelings of self-worth, and it is especially useful in times of transformation and change. It also helps fairy and ancestral contact in magical and shamanic work. Awesome. All right, divination. Divination time. If you draw it upright, it is knowledge gained from experience. Think about the word elder, right? And shedding old habits. Think about the death card with this. Shedding the old to make room for the new. Think about regeneration, right? Now, reversed with the roots up, it's all about regret and holding on to the past and not wanting to change, not wanting to move forward. Make sense? Okay. So I just put it back. There it is. So that was Ruis, elder, queen of the herbs. I hope you enjoyed this branch. Next, we move on to the branch of, branch of transformation. And those will be starting with elm pine. So I'm excited to start that branch. So please give this video a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Please visit my website at theveiledcottagewitch.com, where you can book a reading, book a service. I do energy work now, so that is available at this time. I also teach classes online and in person, and you can also book workshops, which are in person. Right now, maybe in the future they will be online. We just don't have that available feature yet. You can also find out where I'm going to be on Saturdays and on the weekends. So if you'd like to find me at market, I'll be at Bisbee Community Market most Saturdays, unless there's a special event that I'm invited to. So there's that as well. If you do shop my online store, please do so. You can shop my holistic healing products or my ritual and spell aids. Just remember at checkout to punch in the code word, all caps veiled, to get your free shipping. That's my gift from me to you just for watching this video. And if you'd like to financially support this channel, give me a little tip. I appreciate that so much. That helps me keep this channel going. And there's 3 ways to do that in the description box below. It's so appreciated, but it's not necessary. Just live your best life and live for yourself. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.